NUC NFL Draft Bible on location.
So I seen some coaches working out afterwards here, running some drills. Was that specifically requested by a team, or was that just part of the workout?
Yeah, a couple teams requested for me to come work out at DB because they've heard that I'm very athletic, and I played that in 2013 in the spring. So they wanted to see me out there. They want to see where they can use me at, you know. So I was with it. I want to prove to them that I can do anything it takes to play at the next level.
Is that the first time that you've heard that feedback in terms of being looked at as a cornerback?
Nah, Coach Drew's been letting me know that for a while now. He's been telling me that throughout the season. Don't be surprised when you go to an NFL, teams want to play you at cornerback, you know. And at the All-Star game, the East-West Shrine game, a lot of teams, especially the Seahawks, they want to see if I can be another Richard Sherman because of my height and my athletic ability.
Did you have any workouts scheduled with the NFL team?
I don't have any workouts, but I actually have a visit so far. I'll be heading to see the Cleveland Browns. They're flying me out for a visit on the 29th, so I'm excited about that. And I'm pretty sure after my performance today, a lot of more teams are going to start showing more interest. A lot of teams have been calling Coach Rule and calling me as well, so things are going to start flowing after today.
What do you think stood out about your performance today to you?
I mean, definitely I improved. I gained weight. At the All-Star game, I was 180 pounds. I've been listed at like 174. I weighed in at 187 today. I had 8 reps on the bench press. A lot of teams didn't expect for me to do that. And then I ran a 4.28, 4.29. A couple teams caught me at 4.34. So I really think that my speed showed today. And also I had a 36 vertical, 10.8 broad jump. So I had a very good day, and I had no drops at receiver. So I feel like I opened some eyes and going to change things up with the draft process.
Would you care where you play, receiver, D-back, or is it just kind of getting on the field for you?
Nah, I just want to play football. I love playing football. To me, it doesn't matter what position they put me. I just want to be on the field.
Did you have a little chip on your shoulder because you weren't invited to the combine?
Oh yeah, that's one of my biggest, like, I don't know, many people probably, my Coach Rule came up to me today like, don't walk around looking like mad, but I didn't mean to come off like that. I'm just very frustrated I didn't get invited to the combine because I feel like I'm one of the top 5, top 10 receivers coming out of this draft class. A lot of dudes that went to the combine, they didn't have better stats than me, and they definitely didn't perform better than me that I did at my pro day compared to what they did at the combine. So I was very frustrated and upset about that, but I just used it as motivation.
Did you actually talk about it with Kyle Friend? Because he's another one that could have...
Yeah, me and Kyle we were surprised and we were both upset about it, but you know, I just use it. You can't hold on to bad vibes. You gotta stay positive and just use it as motivation.
Do you think it actually helped you perform better today?
Yeah, I actually do think it did because it added more fuel to my fire, you know, so I'm not too upset about it because I showed what I could do today. You know, everything happens for a reason. That's the mindset I live by.
You were away from football for a year.
Yeah.
How did you kind of like get from there to now trying out for pro teams? What did it take to kind of get back? And
I mean, it was one of those things where the whole time I was kicked out of school, I never gave up on it. This time last year, I was at home, kicked out of school, and I was going to community college. But in my mind, I believed I would be here this time next year. So, I mean, I just held on to it. One thing I've always learned growing up is never give up on your dreams, never give up on yourself, and just keep my faith in God, you know. So everything worked itself out, and I'm in this position today, and I'm very grateful and thankful for this opportunity.
Was there a moment when you were watching last year, watching either NFL or college, saying like, hey, I'm just as good as these guys, I can be at that level? I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it wasn't frustrating because it was a situation I put myself into. It was humbling to see guys that I've played Little League with and guys that I've played against getting drafted, and I know that I believe I was better than them. Like, for example, Amari Cooper, Kevin White, 2013, my sophomore year, I had more better stats than them, better yards, I think I actually had less catches, and I had more touchdowns than them, and they got drafted in the first round, you know. So it was like a humbling experience, and it really opened my eyes and let me know that I can be there, you know, I can do the same thing as those guys. I did better than them, you know. So it was a humbling experience, but it happened for a reason, and it fueled me and it changed me and made me mature.
Has anybody in the process kind of asked you about that at all, or? Yeah,
every team asked me about it, and I just answer the question truthfully to them, and I just take accountability for my actions.
What was the season like? How big of getting back on the field and performing well this season do you think helped your draft stock?
I mean, it helped a lot because this season proved that I overcame my past mistakes. I had no off-the-field issues when I came back to Temple. I passed my summer class with three A's to be eligible. Then I ended the semester with a 2.75. I was never late to class. I never had any issues, and I proved that I matured and that I was ready for this moment. And I also contributed to the team being very successful this season. It was a great experience because this was one of Temple's best seasons ever, and it felt good to go out with a bang like that.
people talk to you about return duties and all that?
I mean, our teams haven't really gotten into details like that, you know.
How did you prepare for the defensive side? Like you said, you haven't played defensive back since 2013. Did you talk with any Temple coaches or someone to help you prepare for that?
I mean, they came up to me today. They came up to me today and they asked me what I do, and I was like, yes, sir. And Coach Rule told me to do it, and then Coach Fran was just giving me little pointers throughout. He was like, pump your arms, you know, just do what you've done. Because I've played corner before. It just was not a little shocking, but, you know, I just jumped out there and showed that I can do it. With coaching, I can do even better, you know.
And you said you did it one of the springs here?
Yeah, 2013, I was playing cornerback.
Okay.
You said Richard Sherman is a guy, kind of a bigger defensive back. That's how you see yourself?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know at cornerback when I played here in the spring, I was a playmaker. I had a lot of interceptions. I don't think I gave up any touchdowns, and my presence was felt on the field at cornerback. And I actually like playing defense because it's like you can get into a different mentality, you know. So I really enjoy playing cornerback. I turn into a different player. You know, I can talk trash more because I'm on the defensive side of the ball. You know, I like to do that. You know, so it's fun playing cornerback. I won't mind.
What's this whole process been like with all these? You have so many guys from Temple this year in this process with you. What's that like?
I mean, it's exciting. I mean, we all dreamed of this. We all talked about it when we were younger. So it's very exciting for us to go through this stage and for all of us to be in this position. You know, it's very exciting for all of us.
What type of attributes do you feel like you have that helped you be able to bounce back the way that you have in such a successful way that makes you different from other people that are trying out for your position? I
mean, I've been raised by a great mother, you know. My family's taught me a lot of great morals, and I've been raised, and I feel like I'm very wise, and my situation that I've gone through have made me turn into a better man and open my eyes, and I learn from other mistakes along as my own, you know.
On the field, what do you feel like is your strongest quality?
Definitely just my playmaking ability and my drive and my passion for football to want to make plays and be out there on the field.
What is your single best attribute?
I mean, it's hard for me to single down to one, but
besides your good looks,
oh, thank you. I would say just playmaking ability, be able to make plays in clutch and hard situations like 3rd and long, 4th and long, where down we need a big play. You know, I feel like that's my biggest attribute, being able to come to me in clutch situations.
You don't get timid?
Nah, I love big moments. You know, they say big time players make big time plays in big time games, so I like those moments.